Hey you guys, it's Peter, and I'm back. Of course I'm back, I'm not going anywhere. Peace. Peekaboo, I see you because I sound so good in this car. I'm YouTube famous now. Available in 2021, the album, Dad F. Rock on! You know what, I just have to tell you, the other day, as I was walking into the casino, they were playing REM's It's the End of the World as We Know It, and I was like, I still know every word to that song. It's the end of the world as we know it, and I feel fine. Beast! Do you still know all of the words of some of your favorite songs in high school? I still know probably every lyric to every Smith song from back in the day. I know like every lyric to every Cure song, New Order song, on an REM song, a 10,000 Maniac song. I know them all. I can sing them all. It's a Peter Monn collection of the oldies. Anyway, how are you guys doing today? I'm going to talk about Ethan Klein. I'm going to talk about Trisha Paytas. Is Ethan Klein backing down from Trisha Paytas? We're going to talk about that in just a second. But before I get into that, just give me a moment, okay? Just let me have this moment. And I know people are going to be like, oh, his intro is 10 minutes long. But I'm going to talk about this today. And I'm going to say what I have to say. It is raining outside. It is raining cats and dogs, which, what video? I think it was my vlog that I was looking up where that term came from the other day. I just got done filming a video in the woods at Richie Woods, this park, for my Peter Does Stuff channel, talking about the 5 lessons I've learned in the last year of my sobriety. Today is my 27-year sobriety birth date. I'm going to try to get through this without crying. I just got off the phone with my best friend, Tanya Jean. She called me and she was singing happy birthday to me on the phone. And I just want to say, it is absolutely surreal. We were talking about, she and I on the phone, we were just talking about like what a gift recovery is. And I talk about it over here a lot, you know, and first of all, I just want to say this, for all of you sober people out there, all of my family, all of you people in recovery, no matter how you do it, no matter how you stay sober day in and day out, one day at a time, list off in the comment section below if you're sober. If you want to talk about, if you want to say how long you've been sober, please put it in the comment section below. And hopefully there is one person out there, maybe just one person, that is struggling today, that wants to stay clean and sober, and we'll see all of your comments underneath there, and we'll see how many people are living successful, sober lives today and are thriving, because I am just one example of that, and there are so many, and I'm so thankful. And we were just talking on the phone. I knew I was going to get in this video and I was going to start crying, but I will get to the drama in just a second. But this is important for me to talk about. I was just talking to my friend, my best friend, which when I got sober, you know, they told me that if I did the things they told me to do, that I would repair relationships in my life. And they told me, you know, that things would improve and that I would cease fighting anyone and anything, and on and on and on. But what they didn't tell me is that I would find the greatest friend that I have ever had. And I am so incredibly thankful for my best friend. She has been there by my side for 24, almost 25 years. And her 26-year sobriety birthday is coming up in February. And I love her, and I feel so blessed to have her and my sponsor in my life. And my sponsor has just been a life changer to me the last couple years. That's what I made my video about, was the lessons I've learned from my sponsor in the last year. But she and I were talking about how resistant I was to, and she was as well, to doing this one thing in our lives that has so profoundly changed our life for the better. And she said in there something that I think is so true. She said how scared we were to give up something that we couldn't imagine our lives without. And today, everything in our life is a result of giving up that one thing. And I just want to say, I feel so incredibly grateful for my sobriety today, and I want to say I'm so thankful for each and every one of you out there that choose to watch my videos and allow me to be part of your life on a regular basis. I don't think you guys really have any idea how much it means to me. And, you know, I was watching a video the other day by Sloan. For those of you that don't know Sloan, he is a fellow commentary channel that gets a lot more views on his channel than I do. And I love his commentary and I love his videos. And, he reminds me a lot of myself when I was his age, and he is the age that I was when I got sober. And he, I think he just had a birthday, so happy birthday, Sloan. Happy belated birthday. And he mentioned me in there and in one of his videos, and he said, you know, that like as an older guy on YouTube that's living out and proud, that I'm an inspiration. And, you know, I have to say, because so many people have been so accepting of me on YouTube, and I listen, I'm not stupid. I know I have those out there that don't like me, and that's okay. That's one of the greatest lessons I've learned from YouTube is people don't have to like you. You know, you don't have to like everybody. Not everybody has to like you, and there are going to be those people out there that don't agree with you or don't like you, and that's okay. That's fine, right? Like, don't get so butthurt about it. We're not going to like everybody in the world. You know, not everybody's your cup of tea. But, you know, I don't think of myself as like this older guy on YouTube all the time. I used to joke about being the old man on YouTube, but I really don't think of myself that way because so many of you have been so awesome to watch my videos on a regular basis and make me feel welcoming in this community of commentary, drama, tea channels, gossip channels, or whatever. And I'm sure I am the old man of YouTube, and that's okay. You know what I mean? And for any of you out there that are older, hey, listen, life is, it's still yours for the taking. You can do whatever you want to do out there. If you're thinking about starting a YouTube channel, start it. It's never too late. And I didn't even start my YouTube channel till I was, what, 43, 44 years old. And, but I say this in my videos a lot, and I really, really mean it. And I say it on my cameos all the time too, which if you want to book a cameo, it's listed below. But I say this a lot, you know, that I am a big believer. This is one of the greatest things I've learned in the last couple years is that who we give our time to throughout the day, we are literally giving part of our life to. That, you know, that there's 60 minutes in an hour and there's 24 hours in a day. And those minutes that we give to people by eating lunch with them or calling them on the phone or spending, you know, time having dinner with them or working with them or for them or whoever our partners are that we spend our lives with, or whoever we watch on YouTube or Netflix or in movies, all of those people are people that we are literally handing over minutes and seconds and hours and parts of our lives to. And the fact that you allow me to be part of your life on a regular basis it's beyond. And thank you for allowing me to have a life beyond my wildest dreams, honestly. And, you know, it goes without saying that if I hadn't made my sobriety a priority as I was taught early on, I wouldn't be here today and I wouldn't have the things that I have in my life. And I am so incredibly grateful for it. And I'm so incredibly grateful that I listened to the people in early sobriety that said, always make your sobriety a principle in your life, always make it a priority, and stop hanging around people, places, and things. Because if you hang around a barbershop long enough, you're going to get your hair cut. And I just got my hair cut, but not that way. And I'm so thankful that I removed myself from toxic situations that weren't healthy for me, and that I put myself first in my life and was able to do this thing. And recovery is a gift, and sobriety is a gift, and there's not a day that goes by that I don't think about that, you know, and I will never forget that recovery is a gift. And, you know, I say this in my videos a lot. I think this is really, really important. The United States is considered the United States of addiction. Every 8 minutes in the United States, an opioid or heroin addict dies from an overdose. And while I've made this video, one person has already passed away from an overdose from opioids or heroin. It is an epidemic in our country. I will keep on saying this ad nauseum until I have to. We do not have good substance abuse and mental health treatment in this country. People are dying because they are misdiagnosed with mental health diagnoses and they aren't getting the appropriate treatment because they can't afford it. Please, please, please talk about it. We need to destigmatize mental health and substance abuse until people are not afraid anymore to come out and tell their stories. All right, so let's get into the drama. Woo! All right. So, somebody texted me. Who texted me? Oh, friends of mine wishing me a happy birthday. Surreal. It just feels surreal. All right. Let's get into this. I need a little lip gloss. Let me get a little lip gloss over here. Hold on a second. Well, lip balm. No, I want lip gloss today. Okay, so I'm going to talk about Ethan Klein, and is Ethan Klein backing down from Trisha Paytas? So, yesterday I made a video where I talked about the fact that Ethan Klein got into a live stream, and he said that he had all these things to say about Trisha Paytas, and he said that he had, and I'm doing this video in my car because my husband is taking a nap at home because we're going out to dinner for our good friend's daughter's birthday tonight, and this is a gift of recovery, and this is a small thing, but I just want to say this. Our friend, her daughter Maddie, graduated from high school today, and I am so incredibly proud of her. She did a couple booktube videos with me years ago, and she is such a fantastic young lady. And when her mom asked her, she said, so we have two other couples that we're really good friends with. Our friends Aaron and Eric, and our friends Jason and Melissa. Melissa and I are the ones that are starting the podcast. And when Aaron asked Maddie what she wanted to do for her graduation, she said that she wanted to go to a really nice dinner with her mom and stepdad and her boyfriend, and that she wanted Jason and Melissa and Alex and I to come because we've been a part of her life for so long. And that's such a gift, you know, that that people want me around today. People didn't want me around 27 years ago. I was a burden to people. And that's such a cool thing. And I think it's important for you guys to know that sobriety and recovery is not just about getting our lives back and being sober today. It's about, and I have to say, it was so funny because I did a video on my Peter Does Stuff channel yesterday, and somebody said something, I don't know what the comment was, but it was something like, you know, everybody was so nice, and they were like, oh, congratulations, or this is so awesome. Then there was this one comment and it said, you're lucky you didn't fry your brain. And I was like, you know, you're so right. You are so right that I am lucky that I didn't fry my brain. But I didn't just get sober, you know, I got happy, and I got a life beyond my wildest dreams, and today I have peace and serenity in my life, and I'm so thankful for it. All right, so Ethan Klein did this video, live stream, and he was talking about like the big highlight moments of the last year, okay? And, you know, it's interesting to me because I got a lot of comments on my video, and people were like, why shouldn't Ethan Klein talk about Trisha Paytas? He's a commentary channel just like you. I would think as a commentary channel, you would understand that Ethan Klein is going to talk about this, blah, blah, blah. I totally understand that, okay? I totally understand that Ethan Klein is a commentary channel and that he's going to talk about this. That being said, you know, like Ethan Klein is, and Trisha Paytas, like that has been some of the biggest drama of the last year, but it's also really close to Ethan Klein. So if it were me in that situation, and I have been trying to stay away from talking about it. I mean, he said masks are off, I'm going to talk about whatever. Hey, more power to you. Y'all can go watch my video yesterday if you want to know what I had to say about that. But, I think if I were in Ethan Klein's situation and it really wasn't about the views and the subscribers to me and stuff, and knowing that people are going to want to come and hear what I have to say about Trisha Paytas, I probably would just reference it and then move on. I probably wouldn't have made the big deal and say masks are off and all this kind of stuff. I would have just said, I think everybody knows Trisha and I's deal. That was one of the biggest deals of 2021. I'm going to go talk about other things. That's just me. Ethan Klein has to do him, you know, and it is whatever. And, you know, and it was interesting because I got so many comments from people that were like, you know, there's a lot of family members that have total discord in their family, because I suggested in my video yesterday that, they should seek family mediation. And there were a lot of people that were like, no, there's family members that are estranged from each other and never talk to each other again. They're this, and whatever, right? And then people were saying all these things that Trisha had done and all these things that Ethan had done. I think these are all things that need to come out in family mediation. I think these are things that Trisha needs to take responsibility for. I think these are things that Trisha needs to work on. I think these are things that Ethan needs to talk about and work on as well. I think they all have that work on there. But I think the thing that it mystifies me the most is this, okay? Is that I said in my video, if you really care about these people, would you not want them to be happy in their lives? Like, would you not want them to at least be able to be civil towards their family members? You know, to be able to either, like, even share a holiday together? And so many people were like, no, there's families that are estranged from each other forever. And I think that's interesting, because I think if you have ever lived through any kind of family drama, family trauma, had any kind of family discord in your life, which I have, it causes a lot of stress. it's really personal stress that affects you as a person, right? So for example, if you are a lover of Ethan Klein, wouldn't you want some of that stress to be minimized? I'm just asking. Like, I mean, it's just like, let's have a real discussion about it, okay? I'm not talking about, does Ethan Klein have a right to defend himself? I think the answer to that 100% is yes. I'm not saying, is Ethan Klein in the right about a lot of these things? I think the answer to that is 100% yes. I think they both have a part in this, okay? I think it's not who's better than the other. I think it's like, I don't understand why we can't talk about both of them in the same situation without it having to be, well, this person's better, or this person's better, or whatever, okay? And I mean, like, Trisha Paytas has done so many offensive things that we can make video after video after video after video after video after those offensive things. And I have done that many times, right? Ethan Klein has done a lot of things as well. We could talk about all that. I don't think they're comparable. I think Trisha Paytas has, in my personal opinion, okay? I think Trisha Paytas has done 10 times worse things. That's just my personal opinion, okay? But off of the internet and offline, because like, you know, we talk about like, well, you know, so-and-so not at the wedding and this and that. Those are off YouTube kind of things. And these people have lives off the internet. Do we not want them to at least be able to be civil to their family members and be able to not have stress related to that? Or do we have to ask ourselves and check our motives? Would we rather have them be angry at each other because then it keeps it going for us as entertainment? Like, and at what point is this not healthy for the people that are involved? Okay, I don't think it's healthy for Ethan. I don't think it's healthy for Hila. I don't think it's healthy for Trisha, and I don't think it's healthy for any of them, okay? And if they want to continue it, they can continue it all they want. I can just tell you right now that if I were living in the middle of that as any of those people, okay, Donna, Ethan's mom, whoever, I don't care. If I was living in the middle of any of that, like, it would be so hard for me, you know? It would be so incredibly hard for me. And I think that when you go in and you discuss this thing, it's like, you know, okay, so that's what I was gonna say. Well, anyway, so Ethan did this live stream, you know, whatever, and talked about Trisha and addressed the religious appropriation, of which I have talked about ad nauseum in videos and on and on and on. And I think it needs to be discussed. I think it's ridiculous. I think it's offensive, and I think it's interesting that all these people come out and talk about it, and only when Ethan Klein says something about it does it set Trisha Paytas off. Like, that's what's so confusing to me about this, right? Is that only when Ethan Klein has an issue with Trisha's religious appropriation does Trisha Paytas finally go off about it. And I'm like, okay, so whatever, Trisha, is this more, you know, that if you talk about Ethan, it's going to be about views and whatever, and makes the video and titles it to Hila and Ethan and all this kind of stuff, right? Okay, so Ethan put up on his TikTok, and I put it in my video yesterday. I'm not putting it in my video today because I don't know if they'll take it down or whatever, but the video is, it's a TikTok of Ethan responding to Trisha doing a TikTok trend about when you can't complete Hebrew conversion classes, so you just pay to be Jewish, right? I mean, how offensive is that? And then Ethan Klein did a response to it, and he said all this stuff about how it was continuing the stereotype of Jews just wanting money, because Trisha was saying that a rabbi would actually take money just to say she was Jewish, which would never happen anyway, and that it was offensive. And that he also said that there were people around you, basically Moses, okay, who are enabling this situation. I thought, 100% honesty, I thought the TikTok was fair. I thought it was real, and I thought it was justified. I don't understand what people's issues are with Ethan Klein getting in a video, okay, as a Jewish person and saying, I am offended by this. I can't think of anybody better to say that they were offended by this, you know? I think it's his place to say whether or not he was offended by this. And honestly, I think it's disgusting that Trisha did this TikTok, okay? Taking no responsibility for it whatsoever. And, so anyway, dancing in, you know, a yarmulke for Hanukkah and talking about paying for conversion classes. Where do we not think that that is offensive? Where do we think it's more offensive that Ethan Klein would get in a video and say, or get in a TikTok response and say, this is disgusting, and this is, you know, like, so inappropriate, and you're continuing these stereotypes. I don't think there's anything wrong with him calling her out about that at all. I think it's 100% correct, actually. So anyway, Ethan Klein's TikTok stitch with Trisha's thing is now down, okay? It has been taken down. And people are speculating that it's either A, that TikTok took it down. Like, apparently it was under review, because a lot of people were, like, spam reporting it. So this is my question, okay? Where Trisha Paytas gets in a video and says that Trisha can't stand the hate, that he is inciting hate and bullying. Trisha said that about Ethan, okay? That Ethan and the Reddit thread and all that kind of stuff, which there is a lot of negativity over there, okay? There's also a lot of negativity on Shane Dawson's thread, and that's from Shane Dawson's old fans. So Trisha Paytas can't take any responsibility for the fact that Trisha Paytas' own actions are what is inciting a lot of this hate and negativity. It's not just Ethan Klein. Ethan Klein is not fully responsible for everything that is happening to Trisha Paytas. God knows who or what is responsible at this point, because Trisha Paytas has put so much negativity out there into the world that who knows who is all responsible for this, right? Okay. And that's part of what you get in return when you put a lot of negativity out there. You get a lot of negativity back on you, okay? But Trisha Paytas got in this video and said that because of the bullying and the hate that they were receiving from Ethan Klein, okay? Or said that they were receiving a lot of bullying and hate from Ethan Klein. Okay. So then supposedly Ethan's TikTok, which was totally appropriate and fine, okay, was flagged for review because so many people reported it. Well, who are those people that are reporting it? Are those Trisha Paytas fans? Or are those Ethan Klein H3 fans? Why would they report it? They're the ones that are inciting the hate and the bullying, right? Oh, but Trisha Paytas doesn't want to take any responsibility for what they put out there in the world and do, okay? Or what they do. And I'm not saying that Ethan Klein doesn't need to get in a video and say, my people need to settle down too, okay? But this is one way to get people to stop and settle down, is to stop talking about it. If you want to take responsibility and say, I mean, do I think that Ethan Klein has a right to get in a video and stand up for himself? Yes. I don't know why you would want to 9 million times unless, you know, whatever. But it is whatever. And so, you know, they're going to continue to do this back and forth. Well, as long as either one of them continues it, if the other person responds, you're part of that. You're part of the hate train going on, whatever, you know? And it is what it is. And so then the other people are speculating that Hila asked Ethan to take the TikTok down because it was causing a lot of problems or something like that. I actually went over to Frenemies Room, who has been kind enough to post a lot of my, my little video clips lately. So thank you so much for that, Frenemies Room. Hold on a second. And, where is it at? Frenemies Room, right here. Okay, so, I wanted to get this. Here it is. Ethan deletes the Trisha TikTok about being Jewish. Hold on a second. This girl really can't be held accountable for anything because she cries, dry heaves her way out of it. And then these are some of the comments that I wanted to read to you. I'm sorry, I get Hila doesn't want any more problems, but at one point, when will Trisha be held accountable? And someone said agreed. And someone said agree. I mean, I completely get her and Ethan's point because I'm really, they're actually family now, but this is absurd. Honestly, the most disturbed part is that Trisha, so I guess I'm assuming from this, I looked on Ethan's Twitter and other places. I don't see, was there another TikTok? I looked to see if there was another TikTok from Ethan Klein talking about this, but I didn't see anything from Ethan Klein today talking about this and saying that this is why he had taken it down. Am I wrong? Is there one from today? Hold on just a second. No, I don't see anything for why it was taken down. So, I mean, has Ethan Klein come out? Maybe Ethan Klein came out in a live stream and said that Hila wanted him to take it down. If that's the case, I am not aware of that. Please put that in the comment section below. I do not want to get that incorrect. I'm just reading the comments from the Frenemies thing. Enough people saved and shared it. Doesn't matter. It's still out there, and more likely that than likely Hila ripped into him. Someone said dry heaves. Okay, this girl can't be held accountable for anything because she cries, dry heaves her way out of it. That part is what somebody said. So frustrating. Someone said it's getting kind of sad, like her whole career was based off bringing other people down with a magnitude of videos on multiple platforms, but now that the tables have turned, she won't have any of it. I bet she's threatening lawsuit to anyone who speaks ill of her. Someone said he should have kept it up. Someone said he should have kept it up. He was expressing what many others were thinking. He did nothing wrong. It is his culture. He should have to say. Deleting it seems like taking it back. People are suggesting that Gila had something to do with it underneath here. Someone said, there was something underneath here that said, I read it earlier. Oh, I wonder if he deleted it or it got taken down. Is there a way to know for sure? And someone said, because I remember he said if it gets taken down, he will just repost it. Someone said it's literally that it's likely that Gila asked him to remove it. And somebody responded and said, true, I didn't even think of that. Someone else said, TikTok said it was under review, so I have a feeling people spam reported it. That's where I got that information. Someone said, I don't understand how his needs reviews, but Trisha's can remain up. So it goes on and on and on. Someone said, for FFS, I get removing the podcast clips, but the TikTok was completely fair. This is beyond frustrating. I am so sick of people walking on eggshells around Trisha. He didn't delete the podcast, did he? Oh my God, if that's the case, did he delete the podcast thing? Hold on a second. Hold on, let me look at this really quick. I don't think he did. I'm looking at it right now. I don't see underneath here. No, I don't think that he did. Hold on a second. I want to see what the comments are like. Okay, let's see. Newest first. Someone said, I'm a little disappointed that Trisha won this. They shouldn't have cut out his justified opinion while she's allowed to do whatever she wants. Ethan, please keep... can someone please share the timestamp? Pretty annoying how shit gets cut. Just stand by it. Where is the drama everyone is talking about with Trisha? Timestamp anyone? Don't have time to watch the soundbite today. And then somebody responded to it and said was cut out. So Ethan Klein cut out the information about Trisha Paytas. Wow. And I'm hearing it live right now. Well, at least I got it right. I didn't have to speculate about it. Well, I guess Trisha Paytas won and Ethan Klein backed down. And who knows if it's for Hila or if it's for Trisha or whatever. But I will say this, okay? And people can hate me for this all they want. It's just my opinion. If Ethan Klein cut this out, okay, out of respect for his wife, because he wants to, you know, make things, you know, calm and peaceful for his wife, and that's what she asked, and he's trying to do the right thing, hey, I respect that. That's what I said in my video yesterday. Aces to you, Ethan, for doing that, you know? I respect that. Let's see, did Trisha Paytas take their video down since Ethan took his part down? Let's see. Hold on a second. Trisha Paytas. I feel like I already have the answer to this question before I look it up, but okay, no. 3 hours ago, sending love to everyone. Did Trisha Paytas? Oh, Trisha Paytas took it down. Oh, I'm blown away. So maybe there was some mending of fences behind the scenes. I can only hope. Yeah, Trisha Paytas took their video down too. Wow, I'm impressed. Well, thank you, Trisha, for that. I'm impressed. That's growth. I think it's growth on both of their parts. I really hope that they grow as a result of that, and that I hope that this is maybe like the beginning of some mending of fences. What I don't understand is why it needed to be said in the first place, why any of it needed to be done or happen whatsoever with his video or hers or whatever. But anyway, and I hope that... I still think that religious appropriation still needs to be addressed with Trisha Paytas, but that's just me, I guess. Anyway, let me know what you guys think in the comment section below. I love you guys, and I'll see you tomorrow. Bye.